Hello everyone. How are you all? You are doing great. I hope so. We are going to start English learning and learning new skills with me to enhance our English communication. So far we have learned how to think in English and how to speak in English. Today I will discuss about a very important and crucial thing that is called listening. Listening is a very important part of English communication, which help you to elevate our speaking skills up to the top level. So, my friends, we have to make a habit to listen anything with full attention. There's a lot of difference between hearing and listening. Listening means any sound is coming to your ear, just listen and forget about this. You don't care and don't put any attention towards the sound. But listening means whatever listening, you should have to pay full attention towards that topic. Means while listening, you have to observe all the content, observe words and all the vocabulary and flow of sentences. So my friends, now we have to decide as per our level to listen to things, whether that is a story or maybe the paragraph or maybe the speeches. So you find out your level yourself and try to listen that thing very carefully. Suppose we are going to listen a children's story, and what we need to do, we need to listen that story very carefully, so that we are able to grasp at least 80% of the contents in our mind. And for this, if you require, you listen that story 2, 3, 4, 5 times, so that you can understand the words, the vocabulary and the intonation and the rhythm of the sentence and the flow of sentences and the structure of the sentences. That will help you a lot while speaking in English. So, and while listening, if any words is coming that you are not familiar with, that to try to note on a paper, and after finishing your video, you try to repeat that words at least 2 times, 3 times, 4 times loudly, so that will store your mind and you can use that words or vocabulary at the time of speaking. Similarly, while listening any contents, you need to follow another procedure that is called shadowing. Shadowing is a general procedure that will enhance this speaking skill. What is shadowing? Shadowing means repetition. Suppose you are listening a sentence that looks like very attractive to you, then what to do? After listening the sentence, you just pause your video and try to retell that sentence with the same intonation and the same rhythm in your language. That will help you a lot, because if you are copying the things, you imitating the things, that will store your mind. You know, baby follow the same procedure, because the baby keeps to listen all those things repeatedly, and one day baby try to copy the things, and after trying this thing, the day come baby able to speak language like us. Similarly, we have learned to speak our native language by studying or copying. So while listening, you try to follow both the procedure. Means while listening, you just apply the procedure of copying also. That will enhance your quality of speaking very much. Listening is a very important part of learning English, and I will tell you that when you are getting a time, you just sit on the table and try to listen any contents very carefully. And if any words is coming which you are not familiar, you try to write down, and after write down, you try to speak that word several times loudly, because while speaking you have to produce a sound, and you are doing so, definitely you will feel lot of confidence by time of speaking. So, and try to listen only those contents which you can easily understandable, and after listening, if you are able to grasp at least 80% of the contents, that will be very worthwhile for you. Don't try to listen those contents in which you are able to understand only 10%. There is no use. So simple story, simple cartoon movie, simple speeches, you try to listen. Listening is the best medium to enhance our quality of speaking. Now, so far I have discussed about listening and the shadowing. Now, in that procedure, reading. Reading is also help a lot to enhance the quality of speaking. When you are reading any paragraph, any story, you will come to know the structure of your sentences. You come to know how the words are connected with each other. You come to know lot of new words. You come to know vocabulary. And not only this, you are also come to know that whether this sentence is related to the present tense, past tense, future tense, and what type of words, helping verbs, and the verbs are using in the sentences. So, reading is the best medium. By that, you are able to note the sentences, how the sentences are flowing, and that will help it a lot while speaking. So, you should try to listen. So, reading only those story which is very easily understandable to you, and you have to follow the similar procedure while reading. You have to note words and vocabulary, because if you are going to learn English language, definitely we have to increase the words and the vocabulary in your mind by telling, by learning so many times, because our aim to speak this language like our native language. So we have to work on this English language like our native language. Most while speaking, while learning our native language, we are most of the time we are concentrating on native language. But now we have to change this procedure. We have always to think about English. We have to immerse ourselves in the English. We have to create our surrounding of English. Instead of telling in your native language, you try to tell everything in English. Whatever you are watching, you try to speak in English. Suppose you are looking pillow. Earlier you used to tell takiya or mej. Instead of that, you have to tell table. You have to tell broom instead of jhadu. Means all the things you are watching around you, you try to speak in English. That will enhance the quality of speaking in English. Because unless we will not try to speak these things loudly, we will not be able to speak in English that contents. So, my friends, another procedure I am trying to tell you that will enhance your quality of speaking, that is called writing. My friends, writing also help us a lot, and I am telling you that you have to write your daily routine. I get up at 7 a.m. Then I go in the bathroom. I wash my eyes and come and sit for a while, and I watch my smartphone and search for a video which looks like suitable to me, and listen the contents properly. Means whatever doing, you just try to speak in English. Anything you are doing. If you are using mobile, you try to tell that I am using mobile. If you are moving in a room, you tell that I am moving the room. I am going from drawing room to kitchen, or maybe washroom, or maybe any. Means you have to make a habit to speak in English only. So now we are talking about the writing. While writing, you can enhance your grammar quality, because while writing, you are getting a time to think more. You can use appropriate words, appropriate helping verb, and you can use all grammar law while speaking, so that you can write the sentences perfectly. But you are not getting this type of opportunity at the time of speaking. So you can enhance your quality of speaking while following writing. Writing, you will be able to use the words you have learned so far, and try to use that words several times. If any words is coming, you try to use that words while writing, because the much you will write those words that will store in your mind, and you can use that words at the time of speaking. So, listening, reading, writing, and shadowing, these all are such things which are helping a lot to us while speaking any sentences. And my friends, don't be afraid while speaking in English. Don't be shy. Don't feel any fear. Even you are not so confident, but try to speak in English. I am telling you that for a week, don't try to concentrate on your mistake. For first 1 week, you try to speak as much as possible, because what you need to do, you have to create a confidence to speak in English. While people think that you are the master of the English, don't worry about the verb, adjective, helping verb or anything. Whatever vocabulary you have, words, you try to speak in English. Start with the simple sentences. I'm bathing, I'm going, this is table, I'm making tea, I'm opening fridge, my fan is running, I'm going to water plant, like this. Means you need to make a habit to speak in English. Unless you will not try to speak yourself, you will not feel confident in you. Don't worry the mistakes. If we are doing a new things, there may chances that we can make the mistake. And not only we are doing the mistake, lot of people are learning lot of new things and they are also doing the mistakes. And the time will come, we will improve and fix all the mistakes. So we should not worry about the mistake while speaking. Okay? If you are doing the mistake, we are moving one step forward towards a goal. You know, if we are getting fail in any of the examination, that is not the end of the life. We have to prepare and go ahead. Sometimes failure are able to achieve very good position in the life, because from the failure they are able to get the lesson and they do the work double or thrice strength with whatever doing in the past. So mistake, do the mistake, don't hesitate. Don't concentrate on a mistake, you go ahead and talk, keep speaking. You need to keep speaking regularly. You have to very serious about this topic, learning English. You have to speak English at the regular basis. And whenever getting an opportunity, you just speak in English. Even any relative are coming in your home and you are getting an opportunity to talk to him, you talk. You prefer to use most of the words of English, because now the day English words are common. Even while speaking our native language, we use at least 50% of words of English. So they may be able to understand. So don't hesitate while speaking English. So my friends, follow and be confident while learning English. Don't give up. You have to think that I can do it. I can speak English very well. Whether it will take time, but I will speak. I am doing the same thing. I am also trying. I am applying all the things which I am telling to you on myself. From morning to evening, whenever I am getting an opportunity, I speak in English, and I speak loudly. You make a habit to speak alone. Even you can make a practice to speak lot of sentences only alone. Whatever around you, just make sentences on that things. There is a metro passing close to me. A bus is passing nearby me. There is a tree. There is a park. Maybe whatever you have a label, to try to speak the sentences accordingly. That by following this procedure, you will be able to speak English very well in a very short span. I have just started, and I am sharing all the skills which I am applying on myself to enhance this speaking skill. I do not feel any shy while speaking. Just we have to make a habit to speak English every day. Very soon I am going to teach the grammar also. I will start with the sentences, present tense, perfect tense, past tense, and the simple sentence also, because I am getting some comments regarding this, so I will start. But English speaking is the toughest part of English learning, so we have started, and even while teaching this sentences, I will try to speak in English as well as Hindi also, so that all of you can understand it very easily. Even I am telling you, देखिए ऐसा है कि हम लोग अपने नेटिव लैंग्वेज के प्रति तो काफ़ी इजीली बोल पाते हैं, तो हमें कोशिश करनी जो भी हमारे आसपास चीज़ें हैं हम उस चीज़ को इंग्लिश में बोलें, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से हमारे दिमाग में हमारे नेटिव चीज़ें स्टोर हो पाई हैं, हम चाहेंगे कि उसी तरीके से हमारे दिमाग में इंग्लिश के डाटा भी स्टोर हो जाए। तो हमारे आसपास जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं, अपने घर में जितनी चीज़ें दिखाई देती हैं, बाहर जितनी चीज़ें दिखाई देती हैं, उसको कोशिश करें हम कि हम इंग्लिश में ही बोलें। टेबल है, ट्राइपॉड है, टेम्पल है, अलमीरा है, फ्रिज है, सोप है, मतलब जो भी हम चीज़ें पहले हिंदी में बोला करते थे उसको हमें इंग्लिश में बोलने की हैबिट डालनी है। हम यदि डालते हैं तो क्या होगा कि हम ना केवल जो हमने बोला कि हमें इंग्लिश में सोचना है, तो उसी चीज़ को हम क्या कर रहे हैं, जब हम इंग्लिश में बोले तो वो उसका इंग्लिश में इमेजिनेशन कर रहे हैं कि ये शॉप है, दिस इज टेबल, this is pillow, this is broom, this is mop, like this. When instead of speaking in Hindi, we have to speak in English. And the more we speak in English, the more we will reach towards our goal, because our aim is to speak all the things in English. So my friends, whenever getting a chance, instead of speaking in our native language, you try to speak in English, whatever you want to speak. And My friends, when you are getting a chance, try to speak, and try to listen as much as thing is possible, as much content is possible, as many stories possible, because listening help a lot. I spend my hours and hours just to listening English contents. That's why my target is to speak this language like as a native language. And for this, I am doing the work, and you are watching my video. You are also my team member. I am sharing my all skills in front of you so that you can learn, you can apply on yourself and try to learn this language. And we will, if you are following the same technique, I am sure that the day will come very soon we will be able to speak English perfectly, fluently. Fluency we are not getting right now, but the time will come we will be able to speak with fluency. Thank you so much. Try to follow my things, and if you like my channel, please like and subscribe so that I can make lot of video. Thank you so much.